We are back. YouTube, I know y'all tired of us keep going on live and stuff.
In the storm.
Man, we in the storm, man. So big shout out to everybody's weather in the storm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, those of y'all that's watching, appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming in.
Sure.
You know, if you are in YouTube, go ahead and leave a comment. If you are in the war room, leave a comment. Now, let me go ahead and tell you about this. If you leave a comment in the war room, I'm not gonna be able to see who it's from. So just put your name on the comment, and then we can have it read or posted on the show. You know, so
Right.
So everybody follow protocol. All right.
Right. Laying the rules on out there, man. Shoot.
Yeah, y'all come on in. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Tell your mama and them.
Auntie, grandma and them.
Yeah.
We live.
You know, your brothers, sister brothers, brother sisters. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. But you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into it since we got this storm brewing out here.
Yeah.
All right. So playoffs are this Saturday, which is something we've been waiting on all year. The first game is gonna be Cleveland and Houston. I really like that matchup.
Yeah, that's gonna be a heavy contest there between these two teams right there. Definitely expected to be probably under 25 points, though. I will say that.
Yeah, because the Cleveland defense, of course.
Well, I'll give it 30. I'll give it 30 combined. Probably because Cleveland is going to maintain clock management with the run game, the exceptional run game from Jerome Ford and company, and Joe Flacco being experienced and everything, and maintaining the managing games, and then because the Texans, to me, it's a little bit more up pace with CJ Stroud.
Right.
They can come out and start firing off, from start to finish. I've seen CJ Stroud step back in the pocket, drop back in the pocket a few times. But I feel like Cleveland is going to match that with their aggressive defense. It's going to be good though, man. It's going to be a good game, I feel like. Yeah.
I mean, I really think out of all the Saturday games, of course you got Miami at Kansas City. I don't know about that one because Miami has lost 2 in a row. They look kind of compromised. They look kind of slowed down right now. But they lost to Kansas City early in the year. And Miami has struggled against winning teams. Most recently losing to the Buffalo Bills, and the week before that getting egg smashed by my Baltimore Ravens, who are on the bye by the week. But in the third game I guess it's the first game on Sunday, that's going to be Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Let me tell you something about this game here. I don't trust them. I don't trust Pittsburgh or the road in that type of atmosphere. I know Pittsburgh travels well, but the reason why I don't trust them right now is basically TJ Watt. What is his status?
His status is a grade 2 MCL sprain, so he's out for a maximum of 2 weeks. So if we were to win this game,
he'll be out for the divisional round too.
Well, possibly. He could possibly come back. They said that when he does come back, though, he will be playing with a brace. But it's a possibility that if we make it to the divisional round, I feel like he's going to make sure he's there. It's already. I mean, he wanted to play during the Ravens game. He was arguing with certain coaches about getting back in then. So I know he's going to try his best to probably get back a little earlier if we was to win this game. Now, the likelihood of that happening, I do not know. Like you said, I do understand Steelers travel well. If we gain momentum, we can easily take this game from Buffalo just because of how well we travel and how we can make your stadium feel like you playing away. But with how talented the Bills are and how they kind of straightened themselves out for the last 5 weeks of football, 4 weeks, last month of football, they straightened themselves out. They was hitting a down stride. They said it was going to get it together. They put it together and they won games.
Right.
So the momentum is definitely on their side. They beat the Dolphins for either way, being that Jacksonville lost, they kind of changed the scenario up. But either way you look at it, they were either going to play to stay in, or they was playing to win that AFC and gain the number 2 seed as well.
Right.
So, but yeah, I expect that to be a good game, depending on if the Steelers defense show up. And it's the next
right.
man up.
Yeah, it's pretty much the next man up mentality in Pittsburgh. Let's go to the next game. It's going to be now Sunday. You got the 1:00 is Pittsburgh and Buffalo, but that 4:30 game, that's going to be everybody game.
That Dallas Packers game.
It's going to be that Dallas and Green Bay. Now Dallas is at home. Dallas is favored at home. Dallas is a different team at home. That's why I really think Dallas may pull that one out, simply because they're different at home. Away, we seen what they did away. They lost to Arizona away. I think they lost to Buffalo away, if I'm not mistaken. The only team they really beat up on as the away team was the Carolina Panthers, and that wasn't even close. So I see Dallas beating them outright.
Yeah, the only thing that concerns me about Dallas is that sometimes they still struggle at home.
That is true.
They struggle. They ain't even really supposed to win that Lions game. Let's just be real with that one. They won that one by a point. That was a home game. The home game before that was against the Eagles. The Eagles, I don't even know what the Eagles are. They more like Pelicans.
They battered boys.
Yeah, but they ain't looking too sharp, especially with the injury to AJ Brown. But that's another conversation for a different day.
Which I think is crazy.
But the Dallas Cowboys can sometimes not play to their expectations, and I kind of feel like it's a disrespect to them to be favorites by 8 points. That means Green Bay is still looming around somewhere, and Jordan Love has arm talent.
He does.
I mean,
he's came on this year. I got to give the man his credit.
He's shown his capability of being able to play quarterback.
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
Pretty much.
As a young quarterback, he went through some struggles early on in the year, but he's managed to win the games that matter.
Yeah,
So I mean, big ups to him for doing his part.
Yeah, most definitely. But let's switch to the late game on Sunday. That, in my opinion, might be a good matchup, just like the Cleveland-Houston game. And I'm talking about the Rams and the Lions. This is Matt Stafford's appearance back at Ford Field. Now, according to things I've heard on the radio, it's gonna the Detroit Lions a little scared.
Word.
Look, let me take a pause for the cause right quick. Detroit, come on, man. Y'all fought hard to get there. Y'all did what y'all had to do this year. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I mean, hey, if you get whooped, you take it like a man. If you win, hey, hats off to you. I told y'all was my dark horse team. So Detroit, stand up. But I like the Rams in this game. I like the Rams because to me the Rams are a little bit more battle tested, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're a little bit more battle tested.
I feel that, especially
especially later on in the season, they became a little formidable. I think on the prior show I said they could be on upset watch if they face the 49ers.
Right.
And guess who was the lowest? If the Rams win, they would have to face those 49ers in the divisional round. That's how it worked. The team that has the bye will face the lowest remaining seed in each conference. So if Green Bay would have somehow pulled it off in Dallas, they will go to San Francisco. And if the Lions, but if the Rams will do it, then they will go to San Francisco. Right. So let's talk about Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. I'm gonna put it to you like this: I feel like Tampa Bay gonna win it. I feel like Tampa Bay can. It's gonna be mad close, but I feel like they can pull it out. Y'all might disagree with me. Let me know in the comments, both on Facebook and YouTube. but I really feel like they could pull it out.
Possibly. But it's gonna have to. It's all on Baker, man.
It's all on Baker.
He's gonna have to perform. He has the pieces to. He has the pieces to pull an upset on the Eagles. This is the perfect time for the Buccaneers to win this game. AJ Brown just suffered an injury. That's big time. That's a
big time. Yes.
So they go definitely.
Jalen Hurts is hurt.
Jalen Hurts is hurt. That last game I feel like was bad management of players. They
had to do what they had to do.
I got to relook at the scenario, but I really don't think it was a need for their starters to be playing. If they would have lost that game, they could only drop it so far.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they just sacrificed their season. They literally just sacrificed their season.
I mean, they really did. But at the same time, it's like you've already played out yourself from the number 1 seed. Y'all fell from grace hard. And then on top of that, like you said, you got 2 of your starters. They pretty much hurt right now. Do I think they're going to miss the game? I don't know yet because I don't know the status. But even with that, you got to, even if A.J. Brown plays, you got to gimpy A.J. Brown. You got Jalen Hurts, who's hurts. No pun intended. So, I mean, the conditions are right for Tampa Bay to win that game. The conditions are right for them. It's just like fishing.
It definitely is. I mean, like I said, this the perfect time to do it, man. They banged up. This is the perfect time, and they defense can do it. But like I said, they're gonna have to score points. Baker Mayfield, you cannot be missing wide open passes like I seen you just do to Mike Evans. Having like 7 targets at half and 2 receptions for like 22 yards. The man's supposed to have like 60 yards. A few passes that I seen for Baker was throwing the ball behind them. You got to put it on the money.
You got to put on, but at the same time, all right, I give you that. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I give you that. But they played the divisional game, even though I think they played Carolina on Sunday.
They demolished them.
Even though Carolina is the epitome this year of a bottom feeder, you got to give them credit where credit is due. I mean, their defense knows how to play them.
Right.
They see them twice a year, every year. So, I mean, but big ups to Tampa Bay, they pretty much pulled it out. But, so, here's the thing. My winners, I'm calling Houston. I'm calling Kansas City. I'm calling Buffalo. I'm calling Tampa Bay. I'm calling the Rams. And I'm calling Dallas. Those are my winners for Wildcard Weekend.
And I think I'm going against the grain. Going against the odds. I'm sorry, Texans. I think Browns is going to win. Browns beat the Texans. The Chiefs definitely beating the Dolphins. The doggone I'm gonna say the Bills is gonna beat us. Sadly, it took a lot to say, but I wouldn't be surprised. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Yeah. That's one of them games I ain't gonna be surprised. I'm like, that's what y'all do.
Packers and Cowboys. I don't know, man. I got a feeling about those Packers.
Right.
I don't know because they're able to run the ball. They have playmakers that can catch out the backfield like Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, others. A lot of young receivers.
Right. Right.
And then Cowboys, man, we seen the Cowboys lay down.
Yeah.
I mean, them playing at home, okay, I understand. The likelihood of them losing this game is very unlikely. But then I think about the Packers defense and how they can maintain stop of the run. They can put pressure on Dak Prescott. They have a number 1 corner to match up against CeeDee Lamb. Mm-hmm. So the matchups is sort of there for them to pull the upset. So I'm going Packers. And then Rams and Lions, I'm going to Rams. I'm sorry. Puka Nacua is probably going to have a great game. Him and Matthew Stafford, I feel like they're going to win. The Dolphins did they thizzle. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing. Mm-hmm. But them Rams is
the Rams, they different, man.
Experience in the playoffs. Sean McVay, experience in the playoffs. Their defense is can still show up. As long as they got Aaron Donald on that defensive line, I don't care. So they could definitely handle business there. Yep. Lions is still kind of a young team that relies on Gibbs and Montgomery to be there to, sort of like the Steelers do with Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, yada, yada, yada. Use that two-head. They're going to run the ball a lot. Rams can make you start, can Jared Goff play quarterback without that running game, without each one receiving 10-plus rush attempts? Can he do that? I don't know. Rams got to force the Lions to play behind the sticks.
You got to. And then too, for the Lions, if they're going to win, they're going to have to contain the Rams running game. And then they're going to have to do it.
Vegas don't believe in them. They 3-point favorites.
They really don't. Vegas, you were three.
Like, come on, man. They that's
Vegas don't even like you. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then the Eagles and the Buccaneers game. I don't. Yeah, that's another.
That's a don't be surprised game, but I'm gonna stand on Tampa Bay.
Okay, you go on Tampa.
I'm gonna stand on business. I'm going Tampa Bay. I'm gonna stand on business.
You know what? I'm gonna concur with that. Like, because the scenario at hand with them being banged up and everything, I don't know. They're gonna win closely. I'm gonna say the instead of Philly being 3-point favorites, I believe Buccaneers should be 3-point favorites. Cause I think they're gonna win something similar to like that, depending on Jalen Hurts, depending on if Devontae Smith step up, because it's all you now, because AJ Brown gone. So you gonna have to ball out. It's no more 4 or 5 receptions a game. You gonna have to pick up like 10 receptions. You got to be the guy.
You got to be the guy. And how about the Ravens? We are chilling. I know that's you, Corey. I know it's you. And Tampa Bay by 3. I concur with that. I can see Tampa Bay winning by 3. Oh yeah. So let's do a quick announcement right quick before let's pivot to another announcement real quick. So this Saturday, at 4:30, kickoff, we are going live for that Cleveland-Houston game. Mm-hmm. I don't think y'all heard me.
Say it again.
I said, Nay, we're going live for that Houston-Cleveland playoff game, because I feel like that's like the best matchup of the weekend, in my opinion. Like, I really feel like that's really the best matchup. So even though that Rams-Detroit game is intriguing, but I'm not trying to be live at 8 o'clock at night. I'm sorry.
Like I had told you, go ahead, finish your statement.
But yeah, so if y'all, let us know, if you can make it and just come on in there, do what you got to do. 4:30, we're going live on both Facebook and YouTube for that game. We're going to give our commentary. So if you don't like Jim Nance and Tony Romo, if you sick of look, how should I say, if you're sick and tired of your executive producer all in the videos?
Look. Put it like this: if you're sick of the restaurants up the street, they give you more sauce. Come on down to the Back Porch Sports Podcast.
Listen, we're gonna be there, so make sure you let everybody know. I'm gonna put a post. I'm gonna put a post in the war room, so everybody gonna know. I need everybody in there. We want to get at least 50 people, to be on that live. We want at least 50 people. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It'll really push us up. We trying to get it done this year.
Like I was telling you though, off air though, I hate that those are the two storylines eliminating each other, because the Dolphins survived through a season without Deshaun Watson, without Nick Chubb. They suffered a lot of injuries, and they're in the playoffs. Shout out to Joe Flacco on that defense for take care of business, and then C.J. Stroud putting Houston on the map. You know what I'm saying? Coming out the gate as a rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We don't see this happen very often. I'll say that. Now, the rookie quarterbacks just don't go to the playoffs first year. It's very
not on the strength of their arm. Sometimes they have a good defense that a good run game is going to carry them,
or a good coach maybe.
But see, right. But here's the story. Here's the story I'm looking for though. If C.J. Stroud can beat Cleveland, He is a lock for offensive rookie of the year. You heard it here first.
Well,
he's a lock for it. He's a lock. No, it's a degree of difficulty.
Puka Nacua, he up there. He up there there too.
But it's a quarterback driven league. You know what I'm saying? You're
right. Now,
and then but see, think about it. Think about this though. Houston went from worst to division champ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
respectfully,
you gotta look. Like early in the season, I was like, I don't know, I gotta see him work. But when I seen him work, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
You working.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to D'Amico Ryans and that team and that front office and all that. I mean, Houston, they got a problem.
I hope he's ready.
I hope he's ready.
Because Browns ain't coming to play around.
No.
I'll go ahead and say that right now. So, I really hope he got a defense to handle. And
he got a defense to do what he got to do now.
He played Browns early on in the season. Mm-hmm. And his stat line was, he wasn't even starting then, so I can't even speak on it.
I think he got hurt at some point this year.
I think he got hurt, but that's good. That was later on. So he won't even starting then. But
right.
But
technical difficulty. Sorry about that, people.
But he ended up starting and started winning games. So
big
shout out to him.
Yeah. Big shout out to him, man. But like I said, 4:30 Saturday, we're gonna go live. I need everybody in the face. In the face. Get your face in the place. That's what I want to say.
Face in the place.
And like I said, I'm gonna send a reminder out there, and I'm gonna put it in the group chat in the war room. Also, those of y'all that's on YouTube, if you're not in the war room, go ahead and get in there so y'all can you won't miss out on the fun. And big shout out to Miss Jennifer Shine Wright. She won the pool for this year in a commanding way. So yeah. Applause. Yeah. Yes, sir. We going. Okay. I feel like we're going to up the ante.
She knows something. Then.
She knows about some football, man. You know, I hope. What you know about them Cowboys though? What they gonna do? Hey, I got y'all with it. But you know, big shout out to Miss Jennifer, man. You know, she from week one, could nobody take that lead? Period. Period.
She had a lockdown though. I will say. She had that thing locked down. But yeah, man, we have to conversate with her. Though. She might know something about this.
And a plug. Matter of fact, just for winning, everybody that's on YouTube, Facebook, and everything. Look, Miss Jennifer, she's one of the best photographers ever.
Right.
Like she did our maternity pictures and they came out nice. And when I say nice, that is an understatement. They were the bomb digging it. You know what I'm saying? So, just hit her up. She's on Facebook. Matter of fact, I'll put it in the comments. On YouTube as well as Facebook. So, but I think next year, I think we're going to up the ante.
Oh yeah, most got to.
We need to get a championship belt. I've been looking at it. We need to get one. We might as well. We might get a championship. Oh, guess what though? Yours truly won the fantasy football Super Bowl. Had the best squad. I mean, there was squads that better than mine. But the boy had to pull it out. I still don't understand how I won the Super Bowl. But I take it.
It'd be crazy in fantasy because sometimes you be having the squad and your squad don't be showing up. So it don't be about the names. It'd be about the performance, man.
Yeah, it was like one. It was one squad in there. I forget who had this particular squad, but that squad looked like they was not gonna lose. But I went up against them the first time. I was like, oh, that's easy. That's light work. But big shout out to everybody that played fantasy. I think we might run that back again next year. Oh, yeah. But just let's speak. Can we speak on that just for a few? Like, we got a lot of this going on, and we're going to do our part too as far as getting it out there because we want to get this content out to the masses. 2024 is the year of growth. That goes for my household as well as this platform. We want everybody to enjoy the content. We don't do this just to do it. We do it because we have love for the game. But everybody that's in the war room, man, invite somebody. It's like we like we at church, bring a friend to the war room. Bring a friend to the war room. Invite as many sports lovers out there. You know what I'm saying? Invite them to the war room, and we can get them in that pool. We can have it set up for them, and let's make it big, man. We might have to get that championship belt,
have
man.
Fun with it, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Comment, let us know how you feeling about these playoffs. I actually feel like this year's playoffs is way better matched than it has been in the past. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's a lot of scrappy teams in the playoffs this year.
Playoffs right now,
and that's what's going to make it. It's going to give it that old school feel because now people looking for that high flying offense. Kansas City is not it. Miami is not it.
No,
there's if you look at it from top to bottom, there's really no high flying offense in these playoffs.
The thing that I like about all these matchups really is that every team has struggles. Going back to that Dolphins and Chiefs game. Okay, now a few weeks ago or here recently, we've been talking about Kansas struggling offensively,
right,
with their young wide receiver core. So, that's going to have to be improved this game.
They're going to have to do something.
And then the Dolphins with their struggles on the same side of the ball. And also being injured on the defensive side of the ball with Bradley Chubb, that's big time.
Yeah.
So
really big. Which they were stupid on that part. But
I expect that game to be really good. The thing that's because I don't really think I got to comment on this specific game, but I'll say this: the thing that's hindering or that's causing Kansas to be more of a favorite for this game than Miami. It's the experience of Patrick Mahomes.
That is true.
At home.
But I can take it. I got to take it a step further though, and Patrick Mahomes, yes, outstanding. I'm looking at it in the trenches. Miami's offensive line is terrible, beyond terrible. All you got to do is pressure Tua, and he gonna fold like a napkin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I think. Kansas City defense, they're not going to necessarily stop Tyreek Hill, but they'll slow him down.
I mean,
if Waddle was playing, he gonna have to beat him with Waddle.
Exactly, and that's another thing that I like about the matchup because it's not an unfamiliar face.
Right, it's a family reunion at this point.
It's like what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure they got now. Whether they stop him, I don't know. They should contain him. I feel like. Then again, if I say that, if I say let him eat underneath, he can take a 5-yard pass and make it, he
can make it 55
or 75. So
running 55.
I don't really know how they're gonna do it because on that side of the ball, they are a little, secondary. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
but they're gonna have to figure out something. I
put it like this. And this is saying a lot, but I trust Kansas City secondary more than I trust Miami's. Just based off what transpired. Mm-hmm. How many points they've given up? A lot. a lot to a little bit. But that's an intriguing matchup too. That's one I probably watch. But
it is. It's not like I don't see Kansas blowing them out the water. No.
Kansas is not blowing nobody out.
But I feel like on the plays that it comes down to being the most important, those third down conversions that's going to be needed.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas is going to show up in those moments, and that's what's going to help them to win this game. But I don't think they're just going to go in there and stop on the Dolphins. But
no. See, to me, it's scheme versus scheme. Mm-hmm. Whose scheme you trust the most? I trust Kansas City scheme, especially on third down. All he got to do is go to Kelsey.
Because the last time they seen one another, they was in London.
Yep.
And it was a touchdown game. Kansas won by a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now Tua didn't have a great game.
He did not.
He only had like 90 something yards or whatever, one touchdown or whatever. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier, where you see Patrick Mahomes. Okay, he had 185 yards, but he had touchdowns.
Yes.
He had touchdown passes.
Yes.
Okay. They're gonna continue to trust in Pacheco, run him to death.
Of course, run him in the ground.
And Travis Kelce across the middle on those third down conversions. That's what's gonna keep him in the game. I'm telling you.
If your linebackers and straw safety ain't good enough,
Kansas is gonna complete those important drives.
They are
those important drives. They're gonna hang in there.
Yeah. But like I said, I like Kansas City's scheme a whole lot better. It's like their scheme is just magical. Now, don't get me wrong, they struggled. It's nowhere near the scheme that they had when Eric Bieniemy was there, which he should get the Washington Commanders job. I'm just saying. But yeah. That's this weekend is gonna be. Next weekend is gonna be interesting, but this weekend, most definitely.
This weekend right here sets the tone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like a few underdog teams is gonna pull upset.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. But it's neither here nor there. We got to see it when we see it. But yeah, listen though, like I said a few minutes ago, we going live during the Cleveland at Houston game. 4:30. So we 4 o'clock. I gotta give y'all CP time. I gotta give y'all. Got say we about to eat at 6, so the food be done at 4. But yeah, we go get on here and go live, man. Like I said, tell everybody. Like I said, we want to get at least 50.
Oh yeah.
On both platforms. All the subscribers that's going to watch it, please get up there with us, and you'll hear our commentary. Like y'all can still watch it. Y'all can watch the game on mute. I don't care, but just come watch us too. But look, we can go ahead and call it right here, bro. Like like I said. Like he says at the bottom of the screen, go ahead and like, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube. And as far as the War Room, everybody that's in there, go ahead and share it on your page so everybody can come. It's trust me, we're going to do some big things this year. We need y'all help. So with that being said, man, you got anything you want to add, bro?
Not at all, man. Just make sure you tell a friend.
That's it. I want to come Saturday, having revival Saturday at 4:30. I want to see your face in the place.
Oh man!
But look, we gonna get
out here, man.
Yeah, but look, y'all be careful out there in this storm. If you got to go out tonight, please don't go out tonight. I don't need nobody getting hurt, nothing like that.
Over cars and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need that right now. That the Twister is out there, the cows and stuff flying in there. We don't need y'all to get hurt. No. Just y'all be careful. Check with your loved ones. Stay safe. And we're going to go ahead and call it right here. This has been the Back Porch Sports Podcast live stream.
What's up?
The first of many. The first of many. And we thank y'all for tuning in. And so we out, y'all.
We out. Deuces.